Another example is we're going to rotate a region about the y-axis, and then we're going to find the volume. So to start with, I'm going to look at a region bounded by a curve x equals f of y from y equals c to y equals d. So this would be our function, only it's x a function of y. It's not a function of x. And we are going from y equals c to y equals d. So we're talking about this region, and we're going to rotate this region about the y-axis. In this one, we're going to subdivide c to d into n equal subintervals, and if we put any two consecutive lines, we get what's our typical rectangle. So our first step, I'm going to do this rather quickly, is we're going to subdivide CD into n equal subintervals. And this one, instead of being delta x, we're getting delta y, and that would be d minus c over n. So this becomes delta y. Then quickly working this, after we've created n rectangles, from that we're going to get n disks. So we will get n disks. So that's roughly what it looks like. And we're going to, as our third step, get the volume of the typical disk. So now we're going to create V sub I, which is the volume of the typical disk. For this disk, we can see that the radius will be the x value that's on the curve x equals f of y. So the radius is the x value, which x sub I, which is the functional value y sub I. And of course the altitude is going to be delta y. From this we get V sub I is pi f of y sub I squared delta y. So finishing this up, of course, everyone, we're going to sum these up as I goes from 1 to n, and that is the sum 1 to n pi f of y sub I squared delta y. But that's just the sum of n disks. We want the actual volume, so we have to take the limit as n approaches infinity, because we don't want just the volume of n disks, and that is our definite integral. Pi f of y squared f of y squared dy. And of course, because we subdivided CD, that gives us those limits. And this is the volume of the solid. And of course, in this one, it's been rotated about the y-axis. Because of dy, it's rotated about the y-axis.